Good afternoon, everybody. Just coming here live from my mum's kitchen today. I would like to wish everybody well. I do hope that everyone is staying safe and inside. I'd like to also bring to your attention that for the bakers out there, we understand that you're busy. Just to let you know that we are with you, and if there's anything that we can help with, please let us know. So now today I'm going to actually continue on with the movie. Sorry, I've been offline a couple of days. This morning went live to Central America and also to Puratos, Philippines. Be sure to check out those pages if you want to catch up on some live videos. So today I'm actually going to show you here how to, this is a sourdough that I made yesterday. So like I showed you before, I made an autolyse, which was a combination of the flour and the water together. Then I mixed inside the sourdough, the salt. I actually add a little bit of honey to this one. I like a little bit of sweetness. And then I've mixed that in, left it outside for 2 hours. So I left my dough outside to double in size. Then I divided it. Then I made the pre-shape like I showed you. Then I made the final shape. And now I've left it in the fridge overnight. So I've actually brought this out. I've been leaving this in room temperature for about 1 hour, so it's not too cold. And I'm going to put a little bit of flour on some baking paper here, just so it doesn't stick. Sometimes if your bread sticks to the baking paper, it sticks to the paper but tries to expand at the same time, and you get a lot of shredding and tearing on the outside. So now I'm just going to tip this over into here and hope that it doesn't stick too much. I use a hairnet here inside my banneton, so hopefully it doesn't stick. Just a little bit, just have to take your time. Like everything in baking, it really comes down to patience. So what you need to do now is now you have it on your sheet here. Now what I'm going to use, I actually have a stencil here that I can use on top of here. You can also use, it this way. You can also find things around your kitchen that you can use. You can even use some the baking wire. You can get creative, get some leaves from outside. Try anything like you want. Baking is really about learning how to do what you have, do what you can with what you have, but also, you know, it's really rewarding, especially at these uncertain times. I find baking really rewarding and a way to bring the family together. So like I have here, I have my stencil on top. I have here some rye flour, so I'm just going to dust some rye flour on top, just like this. I use a tea strainer on top. This tea strainer travels all over the world with me actually. And then I'm going to take off the stencil very gently, and you should be left with a nice little mark on top there. Now I'm going to use my trusty, we call it lame or a blade, and we're just going to cut some lines inside this bread. Now this bread here has around almost 80% hydration, so of course it's not going to be the easiest to cut. So I'm just going to make a really nice little, diamonds on there, I guess you could call it. And then we put this one aside. Now what I bake in, I actually bake in a Dutch oven, so I'm going to show you that. It's very hot, it's in the oven here, 1 second. I've had it in the oven on 250, heating up for me. So this here is a Dutch oven. Now, the reason we bake in these are, you might know them as a casserole dish. Maybe your grandma has one, your mum has one. They're actually gold, so if you can get your hands on one, it's fantastic. What it does is actually able to keep all the heat inside of the Dutch oven, and can also keep all the steam, because normally your oven won't have steam. Some people are lucky out there and actually have steam in their home ovens, but this one, it actually will, because when the water is evaporating from the bread, it will create a steam and it will lock it inside this Dutch oven. So I'm going to take the lid off. Like I said, it's very hot. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring this, don't mind that, I'm actually going to bring this one inside, like so. Be careful the sides are not, that's why I use the baking paper. Some people put it straight inside as well, but I like to do it because it's easier to maneuver. Then I'm going to put the lid back on top, and I'm going to put this into the oven. I start baking it around 250 degrees. And I'm going to do that for 20 minutes. So it's 250 degrees, sorry, 250 degrees for around 20 minutes. And then after 20 minutes, I take the lid off, and that will actually be able to get you to create the beautiful color on top. So we're gonna come back in 20 minutes. So it's been 20 minutes plus an extra around 12 minutes in the oven. And now I'm ready to get it out. You wanna have a look? Here is your beautiful sourdough that we just made. So I'm going to put it on here. Be careful not to touch the sides because, like I said, it's very hot in there. Okay, so we lift it out. You can take it off the paper now. You have to practice your baker hands here. Get rid of the paper. You can reuse, of course. I reuse all my baking paper like you saw before. I think it's a really good idea at the moment to help save the environment. And here you are. Here's your beautiful sourdough loaf that smells amazing. So this has been baked at home, just using flour, water, salt, and of course a little bit of honey, and of course my magical sourdough altar. So I really hope that at home you have some fantastic ideas and some great bread, and you're all staying safe, and stay tuned. We'll have some fantastic new recipes for you next week. Ciao.